going on, everybody? This is Travis, and we got two special guests here to do the review for Transformers 1. Introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Phillip Jr.
AKA Mo.
Yes.
And I'm Phillip Sr., but y'all know me already. Good to be back with y'all and my candid brother Travis. So make sure you hit that subscribe button below and follow our reviews, because we're here to let you know if it's worth your money or not.
Yes. This movie does star Chris Hemsworth, Tyree Henry, Scarlett Johansson, Michael Key, Keegan-Michael Key, and a whole lot of other people. And you two saw it. I didn't see this movie, so I'd like to know what y'all feel about this movie.
I'd say it's really good. I really don't have any issues other than probably one specific character, but other than that, perfect.
Okay. Alright.
What character did you have an issue with, son?
I'm not going to say right this second.
Okay. Of course, you know me. Like I said, I come from the hip of whether or not to actually bust into your wallet and spend the money. So I've got two different grades for this. For you guys, of course, if you're not into the Transformers lore and you just come into it blind, from that point of view, I would give it a B. Okay. It's worth a watch. It's worth a see. I think it was an enjoyable film from a lack of a better word, virgin standpoint. So if you haven't ever been into the Transformers stuff before, I still think you would go in there and enjoy this movie, and it would be worth going to see at the theaters. Now, with that said, my true grade about it, because I, grew up on the Transformers, and it's amazing what you can accomplish with no humans.
Oh, is that good?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I personally give it an A. I give it an A.
I also give it A.
I give it an A. Yes. Don't look at me like that, Trav.
I wasn't expecting that. I've seen good reviews from a lot of people we follow a lot, but I didn't know it was going to be that good.
Trav. Oh, Trav. If you was into it like we was into it, you bought the toys, you had the toys playing back in the day, you come home from school, and that's part of your afternoon school cartoon watching activities.
Yeah.
This is what you've been waiting on. This is what you've been waiting on. Because my complaint about the Transformer live action movies is you put the humans in there, and outside of Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, you don't recognize a single other Transformer in that movie. So now that it's animated, you can tell who's who and who's going to become what.
Okay.
So, but it went back and it told the story. Just to let you know, it went back and it told the story of the past between what eventually is Optimus Prime and Megatron. When they start the movie off, it's Orion Pax and D16. Okay. And they're actually best buds. So they follow that story of how they get into certain hijinks and stuff, and Orion's got these grand ideas of trying to come up because they're in a system where it's kind of like a caste system.
Okay. Where
the people that can transform, the robots that can transform, are higher than the ones that can't.
Okay.
And in the beginning, they don't have what they call the transformation cogs that help them transform. So they call them non-cogs.
Okay. Can I speak real quick? So the only real problem I have with this movie is B127 is otherwise known as Bumblebee, is mostly used for comic relief in this movie instead of actually being like an active character helping, because like one of his lines is like knife hands, that's it.
He's telling the truth. But for those of us who know Keegan-Michael Key, he played his role. he did what he was supposed to do. He voiced it, and yes, there was hijinks and laughs to be had. So yeah, especially with the knife hands, cause like when he finally got to the last two robots he was gonna take on with him, they just said, "Nah, bruh," and turned around and ran. So, but it basically follows the story of how they come up from being just minors to turning into Transformers, to figuring out the person, the robot in charge, is not as genuine as he says he is, and basically needs to be overthrown. Okay. And in finding this out, this is what starts distancing Orion Pax from D16. Mm-hmm. And this is where you see them start separating. And if you're close, if you're watching the movie really close, mm-hmm. you can see a change in D16 from the beginning of the movie to Megatron at the end. Okay. So, and in classic Transformer fashion, when they finally meet up with Starscream and that gang of Transformers, just like always, Megatron kicks his butt. You know, Starscream talks all that junk. Megatron kicks his butt first time they see him. First time. I'm like, okay, y'all keep it with the storyline. So, but so yeah, it goes from them being friends all the way up to the separation of Autobots and Decepticons.
Okay, so it sounds like y'all had a good family time. It's a good one for families.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't any language in it. You know, feel free to take the kids, especially if you want to get them introduced into something that you grew up with.
Okay.
So, and it's not just for boys. You can take your daughters too. Because Alita 1 is in there. She's a female Transformer, and she's voiced by Scarlett Johansson. And, you know, so there's some equality in the film. It's not just for boys. You can take your sons and your daughters. So, but yeah, great. As a Transformer fan, loved it. Because when Orion Pax finally makes that transformation into Optimus Prime, it's just like, remember how you were in Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
When Anakin finally got the mask dropped on him.
Yeah.
And became Vader.
Okay.
That's it. Mm. So, yeah. It was like that. So, I thoroughly enjoyed it. If I had to knock it for anything, I would say the one minor knock, and it's a minor knock. Chris Hemsworth, who we all know most famously for Thor in the Marvel movies, voiced Orion Pax. But the original voice of Optimus Prime is a voice actor named Peter Cullen.
Yeah.
They could have, when that final transformation was made, brought Peter in to voice what was then Optimus Prime, and they didn't.
That does seem like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, because he's still alive. He's still alive.
He's still doing conventions and everything.
Yeah. And they as soon as D16 made the full transformation into Megatron, they could have did the same thing. I think his name is Frank
Welling.
Yeah. The only person they couldn't do is Starscream, because the original Starscream voice actor is passed.
Yeah.
So can't do that. Although rest his soul, you know, we all remember that screechy voice he had, because it's like, what is Cobra Commander doing playing Starscream? So, but other than that, yes, great. I loved it as a Transformers fan, loved it. But like I said, for the average Joe, if you haven't been into any of them, I give it a B. I still say you should go see it. And like Travis asked, it was great for the family. You know, my son, as soon as it finished, he was just like, so yeah, we enjoyed it. You got anything else to add, son?
Yeah. The only real question I really have is, I'm wondering if this movie is going to be clarified as canon or non-canon. If it's canon, if it's not canon, you should still watch it, in my opinion. That's all I'm going to say.
That is a good
Well,
question.
you would have
I'm giving
to.
that.
I'm gonna leave that to the comic book heads, because you know they the ones usually know all that lore.
Yeah, they do.
So, but as a beginner story, I can't complain. I can't complain because from what I remember from the cartoon, the stuff from the cartoon, the original cartoon, the stuff in the movie lined up with what was in the cartoon.
Okay.
So, you know,
All right.
so yeah, I was, yes, very, very much satisfied. Yes, the live action ones always worried me. The Bumblebee movie I liked that live action movie, and then what was the last one, Trav? The one they did with the animals, the
Oh, I didn't
primals.
watch that.
It's I think it was I forget the name. I just know that I didn't watch it.
That one was decent. That one was decent because it brought the animal transformers into it. So that one was decent. But given all that, yes, go take your kids out and watch it. Even though Trav didn't go see it, I think
I'll be alright.
I think when it comes to streaming or wherever he decides to watch it, that he's gonna watch it and be surprised. So I'm gonna have to make a believer out of you, Trav. I'm gonna have to make a believer.
No, you won't. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, these guys gave you a great review saying it's worth watching. Go check it out on their review because this is what matters. Family, the kids, and if they love it.
Yeah, yeah. And as for this one, he said it's probably one of the better movies he's seen in 3 years.
Oh, that's real right there.
So, like, okay, in your young history,
Hey, gotta give them
that's how you
respect.
feel.
Because like
That's how you feel.
ever since 2022 passed, like a lot of movie producers have just been like either having movies that were kind of so-so, or movies that were literally just waiting to be dumpster fires.
It's bad. I agree with him though. I agree. There's a good bunch of dumpster fires I can definitely say about it.
Dumpster. Thank you, son. Appreciate that. Appreciate your honesty, son. Appreciate your honesty.
And that's why we keep it real on Candid.
Yes. So, I'm Phillip. Again, this is Phillip Jr., aka Mo. Our boy Travis. And
I'm
remember
here.
to hit that subscribe button at the bottom.
And also like.
And the likes. Yes, we take all that. So, yes, we'll see you soon when we get a chance to do another one. Hopefully, Trav will have us back.
Yeah, come on back.
Hopefully, we can catch up with Joe and Mitch at the same time because we got to do one where all 4 of us are in it.
That's gonna be a tough one. We pick that movie.
Hey, but hopefully, it's something we can trash.
We'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace.